Life moves pretty fast. From 80s teen icons to present-day legends, see how time has shaped the cast of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Matthew Broderick became the face of 80s rebellion as the charming Ferris Bueller, a role that defined a generation and launched him into superstardom. Despite facing a tragic car accident in Ireland during the height of his fame, he rebuilt his life and career with resilience. Today, he remains a beloved Hollywood staple and continues to command the stage as a Broadway veteran. Alan Ruck perfectly captured teenage anxiety as Cameron Fry, despite being nearly 30 years old at the time of filming. After surviving a near-fatal blood infection that stalled his career, he staged a massive comeback in recent years. Now, he is globally recognized for his critically acclaimed role as Connor Roy in the hit series Succession. Mia Sara enchanted audiences as the stylish and sophisticated Sloane Peterson, becoming the ultimate dream girl of the 1980s. Unlike her co-stars, she chose a quieter path away from the intense glare of the Hollywood spotlight. Today, she maintains a low profile, focusing on her family and publishing poetry rather than chasing blockbusters. Jennifer Grey stole scenes as the frustrated sister Jeannie before skyrocketing to superstardom with Dirty Dancing. However, she became the subject of one of Hollywood's most discussed cautionary tales after a nose job rendered her virtually unrecognizable to fans. She has since reclaimed her narrative, returning to the screen with grace and honesty about her journey. Jeffrey Jones delivered an unforgettable comedic performance as the obsessive Principal Rooney, creating one of the decade's best villains. His career, however, came to a sudden and controversial halt following serious legal troubles that permanently damaged his reputation. Today, he has largely vanished from the industry, leaving behind a legacy shadowed by his personal life. Charlie Sheen made a brief but memorable appearance as the bad boy in the police station, foreshadowing his own turbulent rise to fame. He became the highest-paid actor on television before a highly publicized public breakdown sparked a global media frenzy. Recently, he has stepped back from the chaos, focusing on sobriety and repairing his professional relationships. Cindy Pickett brought warmth to the screen as Ferris's oblivious mother, a role that led to a real-life romance behind the scenes. She actually married her on-screen husband, Lyman Ward, shortly after production wrapped, though they later divorced. She continues to work steadily in film and television, maintaining her reputation as a reliable character actress. Lyman Ward played the hard-working father Tom Bueller, whose car was famously destroyed in the film's climax. His on-screen chemistry with Cindy Pickett turned into a real-life marriage, making them one of the film's most interesting off-screen stories. Today, he makes occasional appearances in film, forever linked to that iconic red Ferrari. Edie McClurg became an instant fan favorite as the quirky secretary Grace, known for her impeccable comedic timing and distinct voice. A legend in the improv world, her later years have been marked by a heartbreaking battle with dementia and elder abuse allegations. She now lives a protected life under conservatorship, remembered fondly for her endless wit. Ben Stein turned a boring roll call into a pop culture phenomenon with his drone-like delivery of Bueller, Bueller. Originally a speechwriter for Richard Nixon rather than an actor, he accidentally launched a second career in comedy. He later transitioned into a game show host and political commentator, maintaining a unique place in media history. Richard Edson played the joyriding garage attendant who took the Ferrari for a spin, adding a cool edge to the film's ensemble. Before acting, he was a founding member and original drummer for the legendary band Sonic Youth. He has since built a diverse career as a photographer and character actor, appearing in over 80 films. Jonathan Schmock is remembered for his snooty attitude as the French restaurant maitre d' who intimidated the teenage trio. While he started in front of the camera, his greatest success came behind the scenes as a prolific writer and producer. He has spent the last few decades crafting hit television shows rather than blocking entry to fancy restaurants. Kristy Swanson had a blink and you'll miss it role explaining Ferris's illness, just years before she became a household name. She famously originated the role of Buffy the Vampire Slayer in the 1992 film, launching a cult franchise. In recent years, she has made headlines more for her outspoken political views than her acting roles. Scott Coffey appeared briefly in the film, a small stepping stone in a career that would lead him into the surreal world of David Lynch. He became a regular in Lynch's projects, including Mulholland Drive and Twin Peaks. Today, he has transitioned successfully into directing and writing, earning respect in the independent film community. Max Perlich played Anderson, one of the students caught up in the Save Ferris hysteria. With his distinctive voice and street-smart demeanor, he became a go-to character actor in the 90s, often playing troubled youths. He continues to act sporadically, bringing his unique intensity to various television and film projects. Dee Dee Risher delivered the memorable line about Ferris being a righteous dude while driving the school bus. Beyond her on-screen appearances, she found massive success as a voiceover artist for major ad campaigns and cartoons. She remains an active and respected figure in the voice acting industry today. Louis Anderson made a brief cameo delivering flowers to the Bueller home, just as his stand-up career was beginning to take flight. He went on to become one of America's most beloved comedians, creating the hit cartoon Life with Louis. Sadly, we lost this comedy icon in 2022 after a battle with cancer, leaving behind a legacy of laughter. Del Close played the English teacher, but in real life, he was a revolutionary figure who mentored comedy giants like Bill Murray and John Belushi. As a pioneer of long-form improvisation, his influence on modern comedy is immeasurable. He passed away in 1999, but his teachings continue to shape the funniest people in Hollywood. Virginia Capers played the nurse who checked out Sloane, bringing a touch of authority to the chaotic plan. A celebrated talent, she was actually a Tony Award winner known for her powerful stage presence and commanding voice. She continued to perform until her passing in 2004, remembered as a true matriarch of the theater.